everyone, Rosie here, and today we have a 5v5 Gunslinger against Absolute Empire. No more rules, double mulligan, normal banlist, and clan diversity. It is what we're deciding to call the one clan per person in each team thing, but at least now it sounds fancy. So, first for Divine Souls will be Suguha using Granblue versus Misaki in Absolute Empire using Oracle Think Tank. And with me today is Nova, only Nova because Mythos is at work. However, I'm in the basement of my family's house and they're deciding to clean. So if you hear my brother on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, my mom looking through boxes, my little sister Sarah playing with toys, and my stepfather Rhett trying to take apart an elliptical. Yeah, it's pretty
My
hectic.
headset also died, so expect me to sound different than normal.
That too.
So Misaki is using Tsukuyomi Oracle Think Tank, which actually have a really difficult early game. And they wait for the late game in order to actually do really good stuff. I'm really hopeful that Suguha can take advantage of this. The one thing that people need to remember about Tsukuyomi is the terror of Tsukuyomi comes from all the triggers that are stacked on the bottom, but you also have to remember that if they stack so many triggers on the bottom, that means they're not drive checking any for a while.
Well, it looks like they didn't get the Tsukuyomi grade 1, so...
The drive check was
Susanoo.
Susanoo, so that means that grade 3 won't have to ride a 9K Tsukuyomi. It also means that Misaki isn't going to get the Soul Charge 2, even if she does ride the grade 2 Tsukuyomi. And the stack is broken as well.
So right now, criticals and their damage. And both of them actually checked to grade 3. That's interesting. Oh my god, the grade 2!
Tsukuyomi invasion.
The grade 2 Tsukuyomi.
Girls on birds everywhere.
So drive check was just another grade 2. But if this is a damage trigger, which it's not.
Yeah, it was a Kuroi Kazuchi.
So Paul guards both of those with 10Ks.
He's doing it for Legion's sake, but it might hurt him in the long run.
Oh, Jesus. This will be one hell of an audio team battle. And I can't yell as much because my parents are here. So Suguha rides the Legion, but obviously he can't Legion yet because the opponent isn't at grade 3. So instead he decides to also call 2 Witch Doctor Legion ones. And sniped that first rear guard.
Well, taking out the rear guards is good because it's going to force Misaki to use more hand. Another thing that Tsukuyomi struggles with is that they have a hard time getting hand after a while, if you pressure them well enough.
Well, there was a critical trigger in that drive check, so... Hey look, the grade 1 Tsukuyomi that decided to say fuck you earlier.
Yeah, it went into the damage for a break.
It said, I'm not dealing with this.
I'm not dealing with the dead.
Okay, so we use the auto search skill because it's actually a must. He doesn't get it, or Misaki doesn't get it. So we ride Susanoo, but then we drop a perfect guard and the grade 2 to stride.
I'm really heavily against people dropping perfect guards to stride. Even if it's going into the drop zone for the sake of the unflip, it's still one less perfect guard for you to actually guard with.
Yeah, I think I would rather have the guard than the potential unflip. Only because my
Battle
deck...
Sister Ginger and Lozenji Magus in the drive checks.
Oh boy.
So she criticals and heals. Suguha heals.
Well, I'm lagging because I always lag at the drive checks and damage checks.
Well, they didn't show up as drive checks for me, so I had to check
Well,
the
they're
log.
actually showing up for me, for once. And I think that's what's lagging me.
That usually does it, yeah. Counterblast 1 to draw. Suguha needs to drop another card from his hand in order to get Legion, but one card isn't going to be enough to guard. So drops 2. 8k vanilla as a part of it. So now Suguha has Stride. I mean Legion. Well, he has Stride and Legion, depending on what he wants to do.
Let's stride the Legion.
The conditions for both have been met, but he should Legion. Put back 3 criticals in the stand.
Let's stride for Legion. Yeah, there's plenty of things to put back.
He's Legion.
Yes. I feel like my headset is messing up for some reason. So we have Legion, which Legion skill activates. You mill top 3 cards, and then you call 1 to... Ooh, that was terrible. That was terrible.
What happened?
There was 2 critical triggers with the Legion skill that went into the drop.
That's bad, but it means he could heal trigger now. What the fuck?
Wait.
Why didn't he get out the 8k vanilla?
Why didn't he get out the 8k vanilla?
Oh, he's putting it behind Vanguard.
What? No, I'm good. I'm not hungry.
Still, why not call up the 8k vanilla first?
I don't know.
He could have just saved that, grist for when he had better stuff in the drop. And when he can Legion again.
I honestly have no idea.
He's gonna retire the critical, right?
I hope so. Maybe not.
No, he's not retiring anything. He's not giving it the plus 5k power for retiring.
Yep. Okay. I honestly don't know what's going on right now. Wait, power, adding, question mark.
It's only 28.
Yeah,
He doesn't retire.
28.
He's not doing that.
He's not doing the power thing. If he was doing it, the attack would have been 33.
33. No, that's the starter.
No, it's... Yeah.
No, he was declaring the starter skill.
Because they're both named Pinot. Pinot Gris. Instead of Pinot Noir. So,
That's why I always say things like Gris, Blanc, stuff like that, just so people don't get fucking confused. Because it honestly is fucking confusing.
it really is. So, swipes that last regard, and then we have Stride again. To Quillen again. Oh, and we have Tom. Fuck.
Yeah, Tom is an issue. Tom is always an issue.
Tom is always an issue. And we got critical. This could be bad. I don't know what the other checks are because I'm lagging like hell. Perfect guard and something. Something. Just please
Critical,
not be... Really?
Apparently it was, you got a critical, a Susanoo, and a Nikkei.
Yeah, so... Yeah, I got there. So... Suguha got critical in the damage. That's okay, because it helps with power. So 5 damage, but that is a shit ton power of Tom, because Tom is just evil. Luckily, Suguha actually had the cards to block.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Misaki has hand.
The hand difference.
The hand difference, the damage difference, the field is the same.
Depends on how you look at it.
No, the field is the same. The only difference is that the one empty slot is on Vanguard for one side and on Rear Guard for another side.
So, God. Suguha decides to ride Witch Doctor. And I'm assuming Legion.
Yeah. He wouldn't have done that without wanting to do Legion.
But first he's going to do the stand skill.
Checking top 10, one goes to the drop and the rest back in the deck.
He decides to put Deadly Nightmare.
Because he can Soul Blast 2 and retire the stand trigger to put it back onto the field. Then Legion with it.
I love how Legion doesn't have to be at the start of the turn.
Gives you time to set up for it.
It does. It really does. So we're doing the Nightmare skill. It's gonna drop that Performing Zombie. And call it. So then that's actually hitting for a good number. And now we Legion? Maybe? Yep. What does it do when it Legions? Nothing?
Its Legion skill is Counterblast 1, Retire 1. When it attacks, you can do that, and it calls a unit from the rear to the field, standing.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
So basically, Suguha has 4 battles.
Woohoo! Aquaforce style!
They are Maglanica.
Good point. Good point. What do you want, cat? So Pinot Blanc. Perform Legion. And they're actually using it twice.
Yeah, to get intercepts, although that's not what I would have done. He would have been better off just calling one and then getting the other one with the Legion skill.
Yeah, at least then that 11k over there could hit for a good number. Because that is not a good number. What do you want, cat?
I'm trying to understand what Suguha's trying to do.
I really don't know. So this is actually hitting for 31. We dropped the Pinot Blanc that we just got.
And he's going to get out an 11k because otherwise it's not going to hit. Which means that using the Counterblast for Pinot Blanc was completely useless.
We have a Perfect Guard, which then unflips.
Stand trigger.
We do have Stand Trigger. That's good. It's always helpful.
And critical.
Oh, yay!
If Misaki somehow didn't have guard for all of this, that'd be great. But unfortunately,
so he gives everything
really
to the Rear Guard Witch Doctor.
And attacks the Vanguard with the Blanc. So Misaki can afford to take the other Vanguard attack and not care.
Which she does. That's a critical.
Because I know what she wants to do. She's going to stride into Takamikazuchi, Counterblast 1 for Susanoo, and Counterblast 2 for Takamikazuchi. And Suguha is just giving her that.
Pretty sure Suguha might have just lost. Yep, Suguha lost. So we have Susanoo skill, then we have Takamikazuchi. Ah, boy.
To be honest, Suguha did a lot of things that I really don't understand.
But this is why we record them, so that we can go over this and fix it.
Yes. Yes.
Just yes.
These are things we fix. Psychic Burr for draws, Psychic Burr for draws. 26k, Suguha doesn't have guard for it. That's a critical. And that's a Nikkei. That's double critical. So yeah, Suguha can't heal enough for this.
I thought it was Nike.
It's not a shoe.
No, that's Nike is the name of like the goddess of something, like victory or something stupid. That's why they. That's why Nike, the shoe brand, is what it is.
Moving on to the next game. This one just ended.
Okay, catch y'all later. Better match next time.